September. When did this album drop? Oh, no, October. It turns 10 this October. So, like, right after, a month after Honeymoon turns 10. Jesus. It's unbearable. It's unbearable.
Yeah. Just to be clear, I don't have any like rundown for this. I just want us to like
Gab.
talk and just like make it as natural as possible.
Okay.
Especially because I feel like last time I messed everything up.
Bitch.
It was a good conversation, but then it was like me. And I was like, I gotta be better. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was fun.
No,
I
it was
liked
fun.
getting to feel like I was being interviewed. It feels very much like how I talk to myself on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I'm having conversations with myself.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. So I'm happy for you to interview me in the way like you ask the questions I wish other people would ask me. Oh my god, I get so frustrated. Like nobody fucking cares like I care about things.
What is a question that you would want me to ask you?
I don't know. I
Okay.
would like I know it when I hear it, but just you pick because our brains are on the same wavelength.
Yes, very true.
So you are like, can you dig into where?
Yeah.
I don't like what I was about to say. I was say you dig into where I'm soft. No.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Also, that doesn't sound like a nice thing to do to somebody either.
It's a very prominent visual, I would say.
It's very Ethel.
Very Ethel. Very Ethel.
Oh, I was just thinking about her.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how Ethel Kane, or I guess Hayden rather, and Vic Michaelis of Dropout College Humor fame have the same energy to me.
Oh.
I think that they would get along.
That's a good call. That's a really good call.
She was answering some questions on Tumblr the other day, and it really did. Hayden was, and it was really cracking me up. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, yes, so somebody asked her thoughts on the creature, and she said, it's certainly over there. And then she said, what is your or somebody said, what is your favorite? And she said, I would have to say it's definitely. She was just on a roll, and then she posted and she was like, I'm so bored. She's truly like Grimes for my generation.
Oh, that's a good call. That's a good
or
call.
even a little like Taylor Swift.
Okay, explain that one.
Taylor's very much a Tumblr girl.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
She's literate in the language, could chit chat to people on Tumblr.
Yeah.
There was that whole theory that she had like a profile. Was it on Reddit or 4chan?
I do remember that. I remember that.
I wonder if that's true. I feel like it could be.
Very chaotic energy.
I love that. I bring that back. That's the Taylor we need. I need 1989, like the accidental Becky with the good hair mix-up era Taylor. That's what I need. I need 73 Questions Vogue Taylor era. That's what I want her to be all the time. But instead, mom has glitter freckles and is getting booed at the Super Bowl. God damn it, we're talking about the Super Bowl again.
Hey, Super Bowl is a Super Bowl. What do you feel about like, because it's literally as you're talking about Tumblr, as you're talking about Taylor, it made me think about like lost media. Yeah.
I have another thing.
Yeah.
To talk about, okay, I think this will fall under lost media in a very particularly niche way. But Nick was watching brain rotting on his phone, watching the YouTube shorts, and one of them, it was a clip of like the English dub of Beastars, and I haven't watched it.
Yes.
But Legoshi, the wolf, I recognized his voice, and for a second, I was pretty sure. I was like, "That's Matt Mercer," because I was like, "Sexy man voice." Yeah, that's probably Matt Mercer. It wasn't, and I googled it, and I was like, "Who the fuck is like? It's not Matt Mercer. So who is it?" And I see his name, and I gasped. And Nick was like, "What the fuck?" Jonas Scott. Let me tell you about Jonas Scott. The year is 2013. Back on the subject of me liking everything from 10 years ago. It's all happening at the same time. I love it. I had just gotten into Tumblr, and the biggest thing on Tumblr was fucking Attack on Titan. And this was before Attack on Titan had like an English dub. Like I think it was very contentious for a while on whether or not it was going to get an English dub, if I'm remembering correctly. And so there was a bunch of like fan accounts that would do like amateur voice actors who would do the English dub, and he had a blog for Jean, And so he was really like the people's John before that happened, and there was a whole like sci-fi play. I don't think he was in that. I don't remember if he was in Attack on Titan in space. I don't know if he was in that, but that was actually really good. Maybe it might be bad. I don't know. It was 10 years, 12 years ago. God damn it. But I was thirsting for him. He's a cutie. He had a series of videos on voice acting on YouTube, and I have not. I know based on all of our conversation that what I'm about to tell you is going to sound factually incorrect. I was not very much into the gay ships as a teenager. But I realize now, because of him, that there was that one gay ship of Gianmarco and Attack on Titan that I was into, and there was on SoundCloud. He had read a few chapters of this college AU fan fiction, like audiobook style, on his SoundCloud, and so that is a piece of lost media for me. I haven't tried to find it, but I bet I wouldn't be able to, and that makes me really sad.
Man, I love
And it's
that.
got some real proper like Eden core level yearning. Like this is a spawn point. This is formative. And so I'm just so happy because I was seriously was thinking about him the other day, being like, I wonder what happened to him. You know, that's a really a tough industry to break into. And then I looked that up and I almost cried. I was like, good for him. Good for him. Oh, Jonah Scott. Hi.
No, I love that.
That's my worst rating ever.
I love that. I love that. Lost media, Lost media just as a concept for me is very interesting that we've reached just we've gotten to this point
Right.
where like there's lost media.
It's crazy. It's crazy. There are still, oh my God. I know there's plenty of others, I'm sure, of other like things that I will never be able to find again. There's another one. I showed you a very long video about the Kagero project. And God, again, this is 2013, circa 2013, 2014. When that show got an anime, my girlfriend at the time was really into it, and we were watching it together, and she was getting me into Kage Pro. And we were also into, and this is how I met her, we were both into this MMORPG, this Korean MMO called Elsword. It's bad, but it's fine. It's fine. As I met like my close friend group that I had as a teenager on the internet through that game and through Tumblr and Tumblr role playing for that game. I could pull the blog up, but I'm not going to because I'll kill myself. But somebody did like a crossover, like animatic style thing with Elsword, and this particular version of the song from Kage Pro Children Record, and I wish I could find it because it was like semi voice acted and it had a bunch of different, like it wasn't Vocaloid, it was a cover of it. I don't know. And I have tried to find it. There's a version of Outer Science that's voice acted that I've been able to find in recent history, but like this one video, and I think really all it would take is probably me logging into my old Skype because I think she sent it to me through Skype, but then I would have to read through my old Skype, and again, I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself right now.
Speaking of lost media.
Like, man, it feels like just yesterday Skype was the thing, and now, like, who the fuck uses Skype? We use Discord now.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
it's been 10 years of Discord now too.
Yeah. When I think of lost media, I think of like news, like specifically like MTV News. There are a lot of like really insane interviews that happened on that show.
Really?
Yeah, I think about like it was, Lil Wayne.
I'm familiar.
It was like after he had got arrested with like possession of like a whole bunch of drugs.
Is that when Drake fucked on Wayne's girl?
Well, it was before that, but it eventually led to that. Yes.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you. Just bringing it around.
Yes. But yeah, it was like during that era, and like a lot of people were concerned because he was like abusing Wayne. Like he was just like it was the double cup Wayne era. And like he was just like on the tour bus, and they were just like interviewing him about like his drug usage. And
Full Lindsay Lohan and Oprah.
he was just like, he was like, I would never tell another man what to do with their cup because it's their cup.
I think that is so
it's
wise.
iconic. It was
I
a
think
lot
that's
of iconic.
so wise.
He has a, I think Lil Wayne has a lot of iconic lost media, actually, when I think about it. Because he was, at the time, like circa like MySpace era, he was technically underground, but
Really?
he had gone platinum like twice at that point. But he was technically underground. It was very weird.
Before I embarrass myself, but I think I have a tangentially related story.
Yeah.
But I have to make sure that it was Lil Wayne that did the song before
Yeah,
I
yeah,
completely embarrass myself.
Yeah, it was very weird. And he was, at the time, he was really kind of like dealing with some like rock bands, emo bands. Like he was kind of like in that.
Yes, I remember that because he was it Lil Wayne and Kevin Root.
Yes, that happened.
Rock.
That happened.
Honestly, banger.
It was absolutely a banger. But even before that, though, because that was like the peak of that. But he had done, you remember that song Arms Race, Fall Out Boy?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, he had done he had like a rap verse on it. There's a lot of rappers that had rap verse on it. But I think he had like the best verse or something. So
they were trying to do like a few years later, trying to remake the magic of Linkin Park and Jay-Z.
In a real way.
Yeah.
And it actually worked better than the Linkin Park and Jay-Z, actually, for me at the time, when I was of that age, impressionable. And I'm thinking about it because the lost media that really like think about, and I don't think I'm curious to think, like, to get your take on this. What you think? How does this resonate with you?
Oh, I'm excited.
But again, like I said, this is MySpace era, and we don't know. Like we're watching what was it, the VMAs or whatever, and it's like the pre-show VMAs, and Fall Out Boy's performing.
Yeah.
And Travie McCoy from Gym Class Heroes, he's with them, whatever. Like they're performing this song.
Cupid's Chokehold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're performing that song, like that Arms Race song or whatever. And I mean, it actually sounds really good. They were doing it live, whatever. It was like this little like intimate setting, and all of a sudden, like these two guys, they like kind of like sneak in through the crowd, and like they have masks on. Yeah, like animal masks.
Ooh.
And like I said, it was really because Lil Wayne at the time, he was kind of like, he was underground, but he was very well. He had hit songs.
Like Charlie.
It was absolutely. I think Charlie. I think there's a big connection there because he had been around for like, at that point, 10, 15 years, because he was like a child star or whatever. But he was like 24 at that time. So it was like he had been around forever. But anyway, seeing him on television was like an event, because he was never on television. Another reason why it was an event, because we had never seen about any people who looked like Lil Wayne at the time. You know, he had locks and he had like tattoos on his face, which was not a thing. That was not like a big thing at the time. So yeah, he's on television, he's performing this song, and it's just like the coolest thing ever. Like I'm losing my mind. Because number one, it's a Lil Wayne sighting on television. On television.
Oh, that's funny.
Which did not happen at the time.
Yeah.
And he's performing this song with Fall Out Boy. I was a emo adjacent.
Yeah.
Kid.
Same. Just later.
Yeah. And it's just like happening. Like in the moment. It was like so weird. Like you're just watching this thing, and it's just like it's happening in front of you, and you're just like, oh my gosh. And I would give to be able to watch that again, for the first time.
Fair.
And I know it doesn't exist anywhere. I think they just now like resuscitated an old clip of Lil Wayne performing with like the Pussycat Dolls or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't actually on the song.
Right.
But he was like filling in for somebody or something. It's on, I'm pretty sure it's on something.
Yeah.
Twitter or Tumblr or something.
Somewhere. Some stan has it.
Yeah, it happened somewhere. But yeah, it was around that same time. But yeah. What were you gonna say? About, you said, did he do the thing?
Oh, I was just gonna say I got like a few years ago for SoundCloud, not SoundCloud, bitch. What? Spotify. Spotify Wrapped had come around,
Yeah.
and this guy who I had a crush on like years ago, he's my brother's friend, and we're friends on Snapchat. And so, like in 2022, he posted. Everyone was posting their Spotify Wrapped, and I posted mine, and he like, I can't remember. Oh, I think he just simply said mid, and I got mad about it. And I was being a little shit. And I was like, no, you don't get to, I don't want to hear it. Your most listened to song of the year is How to Love. What you do to you, bro? Huh?
Wow.
Are you okay?
That's so funny.
How are you gonna come for me?
That's so funny. That is so funny. That's so
I
funny.
cannot believe
I love that. That's such a good burn.
It's illegal here. I like that song. But
Oh.
like for your most
Yeah.
listened to song of the year to be
That's-
How to Love by Lil Wayne. That's indicative of a larger issue, I think.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
go the things men will do instead of going to therapy.
Right. Right.
Just check. What was my most listened to song this year? I know yours was humiliating.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Mine was not strong enough because I was gonna say because I'm a Boy Genius fan, but no, the fuck I'm not. That's the only Boy Genius song I know.
Oh,
I know I should fix that. I know I would be a Boy Genius stan, but
Yeah.
like, I can't commit to being this much of a white woman all the time.
I say embrace it.
But I know you do.
Yeah. Embrace it.
Yeah, I guess. There was I think it might have happened at the D&D table this most recent time around. There was a moment that I did almost just start fully referencing Natasha Bedingfield in character, and I was like, ooh, you can't be making jokes about Feel the Rain on Your Skin right now.